This man has been a rider since 1991. He came to Canada to ride in 2009 at Saskatoon's Marcus Downs. He has started in over 1,600 races. He won 160 races, placed second in 193 races, third in 216 races, and for this season so far, he has had 4 wins, 7 seconds, and 3 thirds. Riding for over 3 decades, he has had many spills, but these injuries did not define him. In spite of a broken tailbone, a ruptured spleen, dislocated shoulder bone, and a broken leg in Lethbridge 2024, he has never missed a season. How is that even possible? Tune in to this interview and you will find out. Mr. Garfield Garden, Double G.
Welcome to Evergreen Racetrack.
I saw you here a few weeks ago. We came to Lime with you, and everybody been asking about all the riders so far. I mean, they like the vibes. I saw you cooking, like you are the man who father the thing and everything. And I know that you have been riding since 1991.
Yeah.
Tell me if I'm correct.
Yeah, 1991, November 1991.
November 1991, you have
Yeah.
been riding. That's a long time ago, Garfield.
Yeah.
Since I'm a toddler,
Yeah, that's lots of years.
Lots of years,
Yes.
man. And you start at Caymanas Park.
Yeah, starting at Caymanas Park, Jamaica.
And then you came to Canada in what, 2009?
Yeah, I started traveling to Canada from 2009.
And you start at Saskatoon.
Yeah, I started in Saskatoon.
So tell me a little about how you get into horse racing in Jamaica.
Well, to tell you the truth, how I get into racing is I get introduced by one of my brother.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time we were still going to school and stuff. But then it wasn't so easy in the garrison, as they would say back home.
Which garrison you come from?
Spanish Town, Garden Pen.
Garden Pen, oh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was my original hometown.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was born in Kingston, but then we moved because of violence and stuff and moved to Spanish Town. Mm-hmm. So that is where my brother introduced me to racing. We was going to take off from home.
Who was your brother? Was he into horse racing before? Was he a jockey?
No, he just liked the game.
Okay.
Because when we were going to school, we got a other rider at the track named Double Garden, and my brother named Double Garden too.
Oh.
So he used to imitate that guy and tell our schoolmate that he was the rider.
Mm-hmm.
And he always have his weights paper coming to school and all those things. So in the Easter holiday, he decided to take a trip to the races. And me, him, and another friend from back home decided we're going to run off from home and go to the track.
So you had to hide because were you from like a strict parenting background?
Yeah, at the time, yeah, we were like growing up with strict parent and stuff. So what happened, he decided for us to run off. But going to the track, we went to Miss Cliggott first. This is Eileen Cliggott, veteran trainer. She died, passed away.
Oh, rest in peace.
Yeah, God bless her soul. And she said she got too many apprentices, so she couldn't take on anymore. And then we have to leave Miss Cliggott, that is out by White Mall and the Ferry Highway.
Okay.
The Mandela Highway now. Yeah, so we walk from Miss Cliggott all the way to Caymanas Park.
From Ferry to Caymanas Park?
To Caymanas Park.
Wow.
Few miles.
How long it took you?
Well, at the time, all those roads wasn't built. It was a longer trip, so it will take us like probably 45 minutes to an hour to get there. Now it's like 20 minutes away because of the development and stuff. So we went over by Caymanas Park and we were checking around with some trainers. Couldn't get introduced the proper way to get into a stable.
No links.
And we saw a trainer like he was driving away from his barn. And he asked us, what do you guys need? Said, we just need to get to the races and try to become a rider and stuff. And he said, are you guys still going to school? And we said, yes. He said to my brother, oh, you're gonna too big, you're not gonna make it. So he said, can you read? And I said, yeah, I can help myself. And he gave me a book and he said, read anything out of this book because I want to know if I could take you on. And I started to read it. And he said, okay, that's good. Yeah, that's okay. What school you going? And I told him, and I
What
was
school
going
was it?
to Chedigo Park, all age at the time.
Okay.
Well, I was already in grade 8.
Oh.
So I was like up there in my headspace. Wasn't too bad. So from there on, I did have to went home because the trainer told us that, okay, what you need, he couldn't recommend me because he was like a year older than me or 2 years older than me. And the other guy with us was younger. So he said, you got to bring a family member, your mother or your dad, have to come and recommend that you can come to the racetrack and stay and stuff. So I did have to go home back the evening, that same evening, did have to went back home. So went back home and told my mom, she said, my dad wasn't at home. My dad was at work. Oh, mom, you know what? Went to the racetrack and I get recommended I could go and be a rider. And she said, well, that is not on me. You got to ask your dad when he come. Surely my dad was, he used to know lots of persons, like the old time persons like the Geddes and all those guys. So he said, if that is what you want and you're interested, make the best of it.
Wow, that's
you can
good.
go and try your luck.
Support.
So I told him, oh, well, I need someone, family members, someone older than me to recommend me. And he said, well, I have to leave to work early in the morning, so I don't know how that's going to go, but try and find your brother or someone older than you to take you there, or your mom. Well, my mom wasn't like too much out and out. She always at home. So the following morning when I woke up, there was no one there to take me. I cry, I cry, I cry, I cry, I cry. My brother came, he lived next door, and he came and he saw me crying. He said, what happened? Oh, I got the chance to go to the racetrack and I can't get anybody to take me there to recommend me to the trainer for me to stay. And he said, I will take you. He was working in Burner Lodge at the time at the sugar factory.
Yeah, I know that.
So he take me to the racetrack, recommend me, and leave me there. The trainer tell him exactly what to do. He got to make sure he visit me and stuff and make sure I'm okay, seeing that I'm doing well. So anyway, I was there at the racetrack. My brother take off. Luckily, he jumped on a truck. He didn't even have fear to go back home. He jumped on a truck, and only to know 3 days after I heard he got a burned on his hand from the muffler. You know, those old time truck that used to with the muffler in between the head and the body.
Yeah.
The muffler burned him on him, and he still have that burn on his hand now. The mark is still there.
Every time you see that, him remember your journey into
that,
horse racing.
That is one of my favorites, brother, though.
Yeah,
I love him rolling out.
Yeah.
And there is where I started. I met up with some good persons. The trainer that I was with, very nice, very aggressive, very outspoken, but he was one of the best you could ever been around as a kid. No older guys could ever try to bully you, disrespect you, or try to push you around. He will like right away give it to them.
Very good mentor.
So I was in good hands. And then I met up with two guys, two riders. They just started riding. Well, one wasn't really just started riding. Glenn Jones, God bless his soul, he passed away.
Wow.
He was the one that take me underneath his wings.
So he was like a mentor to you?
Yeah, more than a mentor. He was like my brother. He makes sure I eat everything. So many things with me and him. I can't even talk. But he was good. He was one of the best.
Great.
So he take me up underneath his wing, and Patrick Williamson, he was apprentice for the same trainer. So the trainer that I was with, Mr. Philip Hart, he apprenticed those two guys. Eventually, Mr. Hart didn't apprentice me
Okay.
because I did leave that barn after Glenn Jones went to foreign. Patrick Williamson leave the barn, started to move on to other stable and stuff. I was the only guy that was there. He tell my brother and my sisters, this is the last guy gonna apprentice, and after apprentice this guy, not apprentice anymore.
Wow.
I can't be responsible. I'm getting up in age and stuff, and I'm not gonna be responsible for no more kids and stuff. So I moved on from that stable, after probably 2 years, and I moved to Wayne Parchment. When I moved to Wayne Parchment, I hooked up with some other friends that really want to see us go forward. A few grooms, a few other trainers, like Jackson passed away. Apprentice Master Wayne Parchment, he passed away too a few years now and stuff. So there is where I started to learn the craft of riding and everything now. I know how to get on horses, but I wasn't started to go on the track full time as yet. So now I'm at that barn with a groom named Thunder. Both of us come from the same community in Spanish Town. So Thunder started to put me and some other guys on horses to teach us to get going fast because we passed through a few riding school. We didn't get through. So I was too small and I was too light.
Oh, so you can, so let me understand. You can be too light, or you can be too small, and you can be too big.
Well, at the time, in the batch that I went in first, I was probably one of the youngest. I was like 15 at the time, weighing like 65 pounds.
Wow.
And the teacher, I passed everything, passed the theory, the bookwork, everything. And the teacher said, "Oh, Garfield, you're the surest one for the next batch. But since you're a little bit younger than the other guys, and you're so light, at the time, even my apprentice master gave me 10 pounds of lead to put in my pocket to go to the scale with."
Can you do that?
Yeah, I could.
Yeah.
But now I can't.
Okay.
I need to lose weight instead of gain weight. But I'm okay. I'm comfortable for the last, I would say, 15 years. I doesn't really have a weight problem.
How do you maintain that though?
Well, eat good, get good rest,
Exercise.
keep busy on the track. Once you're on the track and you're keeping busy, your weight will keep at a steady ground. So that is how I got going until the other new batch came, take back the test. I'm the first one to get picked. And when I got picked, I was the one they called, and I started to issue out all the paperwork for the trainers to know which apprentice gonna get to go to the school. So I was like the head of the batch.
Wow.
To start to issue out all the letters to let the trainer know who passed from who doesn't pass and stuff. Yeah, and we eventually get into the school, and that was my breakaway. And tell me now, your introduction to horse racing in North America, Canada. You start at Saskatoon,
Yeah.
right, in 2009. Am I correct?
2009, yeah, that's
And
right.
how was that for you? Like, I want to know, how did you come to Canada? How was your connection? What brought you here?
Well, I was out of the saddle for a few years back home, and I used to go around with some younger guys. Well, not really all of them is younger because Neville Stevenson was the one that get we here.
Oh, okay.
Valentino McBean play a part too. Shane Ellis.
I heard that name, yeah.
Shane Ellis was the first to really venture out and make the breakaway for the guys. So Valentino McBean came. He brought Never Stevenson after.
Never Stevens introduced me, Arville Beckford, Rodolph Page, and Andrew Wright. And we all came up 2009. And since then, I never missed 1 year.
Yeah? So since 2009, riding here, never miss a year.
Never, always going home and coming back. And I never winter.
2024, 2 years ago, you had a spill in Lethbridge.
Yeah, I got lots of spills. Lots of spills. I can tell you about it. Lots of spills. I got my tailbone broken.
Wow.
And I didn't know that I have a tailbone until I went to the doctor. I got my split broken.
Ooh.
I got my shoulder bone dislocated.
Oh.
I got a broken leg. That is
Lethbridge,
yeah. 2024. Yeah, so the injury is there, but with the help of the Almighty, I'm still going.
But Garfield, you got all those injuries, and you said that you have never missed a year.
That's right.
How does that work?
Well, it's like what happened with the injury in the Marcus Down. I got injured the first time in the paddock. I flipped over and fell right over on top of me, and that is when I broke my tailbone. That is coming on to like in August. So I got races was gonna be finished in September there. So I got all the time to heal from August to January, get back going to come back to Canada in March, April.
So in Lethbridge, it was the last race.
It was the last day of racing.
Yeah.
And I rode one race already, and that was my second ride. And I got like 4 good horses to ride, stake races. And the one that go down, just went on that horse like 2 weeks ago, and he just snapped his leg.
Wow, and
went right down.
Trevor Simpson was right behind you. But how was it for him? Did he get any major injury?
No, you got 2 other riders that fell in that same race. Apango fell. He got a hanger, fractured his ankle, and Trevor Simpson was okay. He walked away from the spill, but it wasn't like what happened in that race. Trevor was right behind me, like he was like really close. So when my ass break her leg and went down, it wasn't from the fell that I fell, break my leg. It was from Trevor's ass coming from behind, and stepped on me.
Oh.
But he couldn't avoid it, because he was so close, and things do happen like that in racing. So that is how my leg got broken. The horse stepped on me, and the weight and the shoe that he have done.
There must be something about Jamaican jockeys, because I realize that the majority of jockeys here in Canada are Jamaican. And I know that a lot of jockeys in America too are Jamaican. What about Jamaican jockeys?
Well, right here in Canada, I can tell you the reason for that in Canada. The reason for that in Canada is not Jamaican alone are here. We got Mexican, we got lots of Mexican. But we just got like 3 here in Evergreen Park, and the same 3 ride with us in Lethbridge. Going into the city, like where my fellow riders are, like my countrymen, Dane Nelson, no, like Century Mile, like Dane Nelson, Richard Henry, lots of Jamaican. Shamar Ramiro was over there too, and quite a few more riders, Lau and quite a few more for riding from home. But then in the city, you got so many Mexican riders in the city riding with Dane and all those guys. So, and then in Winnipeg, you got lots of guys from Barbados, Trinidad, all over in Canada.
But this side, more Jamaican.
And this track, we got more Jamaican here than I think any other track in Canada.
Wow. So it's mainly this track.
Yeah.
And
we got lots of Jamaican in Winnipeg too, but I think we got more here.
Yes.
As the number is smaller, but we got more Jamaican here.
But when I look at man like yourself and Trevor Simpson, you guys have been riding for a long time, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And you're still active out there on the track. And I know that you're getting up in age, you know, because I know that you're a married man with your big kids, them in their 30s.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
so
that's
to
right,
see you guys still up there active and riding, I mean, that's what we call resilient. And then so many injuries or so many spills, and you're still back up there, still winning races, still going at it.
I think it's a blessing from above.
Yeah.
The Almighty keep us going. So it's risky. It's the only sport that an ambulance is waiting and someone to get injured all the time. So you gotta just give thanks to the Almighty, going out and coming in all the time, and hope for the best. So that is all it goes.
What is your biggest or most memorable win that you have had? Just generally.
Well, winning 2 derby in Canada.
Wow.
With 1 in Marcus Down and with 1 in Lethbridge. And winning a derby, it doesn't matter where you win it, it's a good feat. Well, I win quite a few good races here, and I win quite a few good races back home. Because I win quite a few races back home as apprentice. Yeah, so, and my favorite, I think my favorite horse back home was Terrific Tune. And that was the first stake race that I win on that horse. So, I've got lots of other horses out there. Just now, I think I'm riding the best horse on the ground right here just now.
Right here, the best horse.
The best one. I think he's the best horse here.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what other person may think, but I think he's the best horse here.
Yeah.
Because whenever time he go out there, everybody have to come to try and beat him.
You have a nephew that look up to you.
Yeah.
I would say maybe you're his mentor, right? Is Alan?
Yeah. AJ Allen.
AJ Allen. You brought him into horse racing?
Yeah, well. It was from my side that he get introduced to horse racing. Yeah. But to tell you the truth, how we became a lover of the sport, and one side is because of me, but I will say it's because of my son. Because my son is the one that take him to the racetrack and bring him to a trainer. And from there on, that is how he started out. So is your
son introducing, not you?
Well, he got the introduction of my side.
On behalf, yeah.
But then it was my son that take him personally to the track and give him the breakaway. And he talk about it like every day.
We have to talk to him one of these days. Talk to him. Yeah, because I met him already down there, but I need to have an interview with him as well.
He's a very good rider too.
Yes. Yeah. So coming here, Double G, right? How did you adjust? You know, and what's the difference between racing in Jamaica, Caymanas Park, and racing here in Canada? What's the difference, and how did you adjust to the culture and everything?
Well, with the culture, I really didn't have a problem. Because when I get here, I thought these people here, well, in Saskatoon, first and foremost, because it's like different here from Saskatoon. Most person here, you got a few native here.
Yes.
But you still got a lot of other persons like white.
Yeah.
More native is in Saskatoon than here. But I thought the person they were talking fast. So after talking to most persons and heard what they talk about the guys I'm talking, oh, hardly can understand these guys. Garfield is the only one that I really can understand when he talk to us and stuff. Then I started to break it down, even started to try and tutor with the other guys. You're talking too fast, you can't do that.
Yeah, you have to slow it down.
Slow it down, they not understanding you and stuff. But then it was a little bit on the other side to get the breakaway, because in Saskatoon, when we came there, it wasn't easy at the time, but we got less rider than Jamaica at the track, and we got lots of horses. So all the trainers and the owners have riders that they can choose from, and then it goes by barn.
Oh, okay.
if you got good barns with good horse, you will always do good. But if it doesn't have the barn, you're not gonna get the good horses. And the good horses that what make good riders.
Yeah.
And that is like the thing that run horse racing all over the world.
That's one thing I'm learning. So it doesn't depend on the jockey alone or the rider. It depends on the horse, to the trainer, everybody.
Yeah, it all around.
All around.
Yeah, right around.
And the track and the condition of the track, because some horses prefer
some horses prefer when it's wet.
Mm-hmm.
They will say the grey horses prefer when it's wet. Sometimes, not necessarily all the time, the grey love the mud.
Mm-hmm.
But person will always say that. Sometimes you got a good track like this today. This is a good track today.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the horses then will enjoy it because they're not getting that splash in their face and they're not tossing their head around and stuff. So, but a track like this today, most horses will prefer it more than when it's like really wet and sloppy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that is how it is.
Do you enjoy riding in Canada?
Yeah, I enjoy my work. I love it.
Can I put you in an uncomfortable position now?
To ask me a question?
Yes.
I don't think it will be uncomfortable, because you got to ask me about the sport and I will always answer.
All right. Canada or Caymanas Park?
I can't give up my barn land, but I think when I finish, when I'm gonna retire, I think I'm gonna retire in Canada.
Yeah, but you don't live here. You just come, ride, go back home to your family.
Yeah, for sure.
Would you live here?
Thinking about living in the state for a little bit. Yeah. I got things doing. I got everything coming through for me.
Your daughter's in the States.
Yeah, my daughter is a RN and she's furthering that now. She's going for a doctorate. So.
Wow, brilliant.
Yeah, and I will soon be out of here too. So.
Oh, you're looking at retiring soon?
Not really retiring, but not planning to live permanently in Canada because of my paperwork for the state.
I see. I understand.
Getting like just an inch away from it now. So
if you move to America, the state now, would you do horse racing there as well?
I will, because I love the sport and I never know. One day, after I quit riding, retire from riding, I'm gonna be a owner. I'm gonna be a trainer too.
Oh wow,
so,
that's another question.
Yeah, I'm still gonna be in the game. I'm not gonna just quit the game entirely, but then the riskier part, probably I gave it up to the younger guys.
So how long do you think you have left as a? How long do you think you have left as a rider?
As long as my body told me.
Oh, okay, great. And then you have thoughts of going into training and stuff like that.
Yeah,
beautiful. Sure. So it doesn't matter. You'll be in the sport until death.
Yeah, as long as my body tells me, I will try to ride and keep active and keep going until the decision make. My body told me that quit sweating, quit go training every day.
Rest time.
Yeah. No more risk out there riding in races with 9 and 10 and 15 and 16 horses running behind you. You never can tell, but hoping for the best, the worst doesn't happen. So that is
guidance go with you guys.
Yeah.
So do you have anything to tell the younger generation of jockeys here? Any advice, anything to say?
Keep focused, hard work, delicate. Dedication is the key. And if you want to be successful, you got to dedicate to what you love. If you don't love it, it's not going to work. You got to love what you're doing. If you don't love what you're doing, you're not going to be successful.
Do you have anyone out there you want to big up back in Jamaica, wherever?
Yeah, first and foremost, my son, my family, and a whole. My immediate family, a relative back in Spanish Town, and as rider, Omar Walker, number 1, Tevin Foster, and any other rider doesn't hear the name called. Amber Time, still love you guys, still here, we're still friends, but Tevin Foster or Walker, number one on the list so far. And in Canada, all the guys them, our Jamaican guys here with us. One love, peace, unity, strength, and let us keep going. That is it. For sure. Any more cookout and sometime soon. Because only 2 weeks left, So let me know. Any more fish? Any more chicken, rice, and peas? Yeah, any more liming yeah, on the day off? I got some nice fish yesterday and get them cleaned up this morning and stuff. And I'm gonna prepare them. Think I'm gonna prepare them for Monday. Your day off? Yeah, it's the best day. I eat, get my food digested, rest up, back to work the following day.
And there you
I'm a
have it,
early
my
worker, I'm an
people.
early person.
Garfield Garden, double G. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll just leave you with this race. Take care until the next video.